Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, Aries, Taurus Cusp for the week of August 10th through the 16th. What do we have? There's a lot of movement within your energy. Whether it is you yourself, it's almost like a reaching of something. Whether it is that you're reaching to achieve something, or you're trying to reach toward, like reaching out towards somebody, or vice versa, to someone trying to reach out towards you. But there is and but I need like more clarity other than just a lot of energy, because it's almost like there is a sense here of like almost someone wanting some type of attention. Again, this can be you or somebody in your surrounding, but the wanting the attention or whatever brings in a lot of energy, like almost like uh it's almost like it feels almost like a pest type of energy, like, like when you have flies or gnats or whatever, like all over you, and it's just kind of annoying, because it's like you're trying to either enjoy your walk or enjoy your time in nature or whatever, but you're using up all this energy, like to kind of like push the flies away or something like that. That's kind of like what I mean by a lot of energy. So it could be that this person is coming towards you with like their issues or something like that, and the energy that is coming in with them just feels very heavy. Or feels, it doesn't necessarily have to be heavy, let's just put it this way. It feels very overwhelming. For some of you, it may feel heavy, but it just feels like a lot. So the overwhelming of the energy may make it feel like it's heavy. Doesn't necessarily has to be, but that's the way that, that's what I'm picking up. There's a meeting point between you and someone in your life. Now again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies to you. And if the message makes no sense, then it's not for you. But there is an energy here of, I want to say like a compromise maybe that you're having with somebody that you may have had a lot of disagreements with, or and the compromise can be simply as accepting someone else's point of view, and they accepting yours without any judgment. It doesn't necessarily mean about changing someone's mind or having your mind changed about a certain situation. It's just accepting. The compromise itself comes in a way of just accepting things as they are, right? Or accepting someone as they are, accepting yourself as you are. That type of energy. For others of you, this compromise comes within yourself, realizing that just because someone doesn't see things from your point of view doesn't necessarily mean that you need to cut them off. We all learn from each other regardless of the situation. Sometimes those lessons come in harsh way that trigger us. The triggering part is not meant to make us break all contracts with other people. Sometimes it's just meant to awaken us as to why something is triggering us. And yes, definitely the same way that works, there is that other side where, sometimes you get triggered to kind of wake up and be like, wait, this can't continue. I have to cut ties. And the reason why I say it that way is because sometimes people get into the habit of, if somebody triggers you over something, you cut them completely off out of your life. And that is not, in my personal opinion, and again, this is my personal experience my personal opinion based on my personal experience. So it doesn't necessarily have to be true to you. Cutting people off because they said something or did something that triggered me in that moment, all I am doing is avoiding whatever the trigger is, right? Now, we're not talking about somebody that is purposely trying to hurt you, or somebody that is purposely trying to come at you or trying to put you down or something like that. It can be something simple that a person says or does that just kind of triggers you and you're like, oh no, that's it, I'm done with this person. So learning to tell the difference when it is that you're meant to cut people off, because some of you, the people that you have to cut off, may not be triggering you, but are enabling you not to grow. So are enabling those habits that you've been told by spirit yourself that needs to be let go of, right? So it's almost like this week, it's almost like deciphering some type of puzzle for you, because necessarily if a person is triggering you, doesn't necessarily mean that you need to cut that person off completely. Some people come into your life for that reason, to trigger you, to trigger some type of effect inside of you, to allow you to break free from a certain habit or a certain thought pattern or whatever it is specifically for you. So it's definitely needing to go within yourself this week to find where it is that adjustments are needed, where it is that, why it is that if something continues to trigger you, because whatever it is that is triggering you, it's like you find different people, you connect with different people, and sooner or later they trigger you about this one specific thing. So this can be in relationship, this can be in work, this can be in whatever it is. Again, these are general reading. So if there is a specific something that is triggering you over and over and over from multiple different people, not for one specific person, for multiple people, and every time this trigger comes up, you cut these individuals off, right? You cut them completely out of your life, but you're still being triggered by it in another person. Is because it's something that you haven't dealt with. I hope that makes sense. So needing to take that time to go inward and see why is it that something is triggering you as badly as it is. What are you doing down there? One of the dogs is under the desk. She's chewing on something. I just don't know what, because I didn't see what she brought under there. I mean, there's nothing there for her to chew other than my mat. She's not chewing it though. So I don't know what she's doing down there. So let's go ahead. We're going to pull out 3 oracle cards. Now these can be confirmations to the reading, confirmation to something that didn't come out in the reading, that you are inquiring about, or simply your advice for this week. Alrighty, the crumbling, the priestess, and Anna, the grandmother of Jesus. So we have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? And this comes in very, very strongly with that energy as what is triggering you. So you're removing the people that are triggering you, but you're not dealing with the trigger itself. Now, I can't tell you how to deal, how to heal, I can't tell you to avoid something. I can't tell you to dive deep into something. At the end of the day, whatever is right for you at this moment in time is exactly what you're going to do. And there's no judgment on that. There are times where I know what it is that is triggering me, but I'm not ready, either mentally, or I feel that I'm not ready emotionally, I'm not ready physically, I'm not ready whatever. So I give myself that space and that time to not so much avoid it or push it aside, but work my way up to that. Because not, you know, when we talk about this journey, when we talk about healing and then releasing triggers and all of this stuff, it's not something that happens overnight for everyone. It's not something that happens overnight with every situation or with every trigger. It depends how rooted it is within you, and if you realize or you're able to see what is the foundation of that trigger, right? With your second card, we have the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So some of you are wondering why certain things have happened in your life. what was the point of your story, right? Up to this point, are you meant to be sharing that story with others? Are you meant to be helping others with that story? Maybe the story that you're currently in, this part of your story of your life, is teaching you something that is going to help you help others. With your third card, we have Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, seeing the light, laying foundations in the divine plan. So things are definitely coming together for you. I feel that a lot of you are going to go into a space where you're going to start seeing things clearly. But this crumbling, this you can say tower, you can say whatever, but there is something that is coming down, something that is being shown to you completely clear, so that you can go ahead and make the correct decisions, the best decisions for you at this moment in time. Well guys, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah. Love you all. Bye-bye.